It's time for the second and final day of the Daytona Beach Classic for the Bowling Green State University Falcons women's basketball team as they're set to take on SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. My name is Caden Knapp. Hello, sports fans, and welcome to WBGU 88.1 FM from here in the Ocean Center. It's a beautiful day outside, and the Falcons are coming off of a big victory against the Stetson Hatters to bring themselves to a record of 3-4. The Razorbacks, in their hand, they played Oklahoma State yesterday, and they lost by a score of 70-56. They're 4-4 this season, 0-1 neutral sites, and the Falcons at 1-0 in neutral sites. And the Razorbacks, they like playing offense a lot. They are very, very, very offensive focused. They've scored this season 572 points, 71.5 points per game, but Michael Neighbors is not very big on defense, and the team, as a result, has allowed 596 points this year, 74.5 points allowed per game. And they played a game against UCLA 2 games ago, and they lost 101-52 against the 5th-ranked Big Ten opponent. On the other hand, you have the Falcons, who scored 68 points per game, and they've allowed 67.5. That number definitely dropped a lot from the Falcons, from over 70 to under 60, because of that big win against the Hatters. And it was a game that they really needed to win after losing to West Virginia and Ohio State. So a good team morale win. And this is a team that Coach Shamil for the Falcons believes that the Falcons can beat in Arkansas. An SEC team he believes they can beat. This is also the first time these two teams have ever matched up. And for Arkansas, they will be without a big presence underneath in Danica Galea. She's out with a concussion. She sustained that injury yesterday against Oklahoma State. And then for the Falcons, they're still without Taya Ellis and John A. Donahue. We'll see when they get back, but they're both dealing with right foot injuries. And then McGuff and Lexi Fleming also out. We're hoping that they also will get back in the rotation soon, but it's next man up mentality for the Falcons. Is Lauren Gherkin and Layla Harrison, who have taken the place of Donahue and Ellis. And Lauren Gherkin really had a fantastic outing yesterday. It was the biggest game of her young Falcon career. She played in 22 minutes, went 7 of 9 from the floor, went 4 of 5 from beyond the arc, had 7 rebounds and 20 points. She was runner-up for the Falcon Media Food and Drink Guide Player of the Game to Erica Porter, who was absolutely fantastic yesterday. He only had 1 more rebound than her. That was the decider at the end, and Porter really stepped up and had her biggest game of the season. So a lot of positive notes for the Falcons heading into this matchup. And for Arkansas, they are led by Izzy Higginbottom. This is her first year with the team. She's 5'7", senior guard, and she really is this offense, and that kind of leads me into the keys to the game, starting with contain Izzy Higginbottom. Like I said, she is their safety blanket, and when she's uncomfortable, the team is uncomfortable as well. Almost every single offensive possession for Arkansas, Higginbottom will touch the basketball. So if the Falcons can contain her, it'd be huge. Another key to the game is that we'll contest three-point shots and wins. It's very similarly to Stetson yesterday. Arkansas about 36% from beyond the arc when it comes to their wins. Losses 26% from beyond the arc. Those numbers, like I said, almost exactly the same as Stetson yesterday. And then the third key is play good ball screen defense for the Falcons. Arkansas, almost every possession is going to set a high ball screen. Sometimes they'll shoot over it, they'll go around it, and they really try to open up stuff that way. So I'm going to step aside, and we're going to come right back to the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, and I'll introduce you to the starting fives, and we'll play basketball. It's Arkansas. It's Bowling Green, WBGU 88.1 FM.
Miss a BGSU sports broadcast? Head over to the BG Falcon Media YouTube channel to listen to past calls by Falcon Media Sports Network.
Hey, BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat here. When I was a Falcon, there was BGRSO. Now it's Falcon Media Sports Network. Keep up with all BGSU sports news and action by following BG_FMSN on Twitter/X and check out BGFalconMedia.com. Hi, Ziggy.
Welcome back to the beautiful Ocean Center here in Daytona Beach for Game 2 of 2 for this Daytona Beach Classic. My name is Kaden Knapp, and now let's introduce you to the starting five for Bowling Green and Arkansas. Starting with the Falcons, Layla Harrison re-enters the starting five. It's her third collegiate start, and then Erica Porter also joins the starting five. She started all games so far for the Falcons, and so has Paige Kohler, the sophomore, wearing number 10, and Amy Velasco, number 1. She's been fantastic. And then Lauren Gherkin back in the starting five for her third collegiate start as well. Now moving over to the Razorbacks, they've had this unit of 5 players start in all 8 games this season, and now 9, as it's number 2, Kiki Smith, number 3, Izzy Higginbottom, and then 34, Jenna Lawrence in the front court, and then in the back court, it's number 23, Carly Keats, and then number 22, Vera Ojenuwa. We'll see how they run their offense. As I said, they're going to go through Izzy Higginbottom for the most part. Will they find that other outlet? They'll need to if they want to beat the Falcons, and it's a very quick turnaround for really both these teams, but an even quicker turnaround for Arkansas. Less than 24 hours for Arkansas to prep this game. They had a game yesterday at 5:45 against Oklahoma State. It got over about 7 o'clock. So quick math tells you that's about 18 hours to this game. So a very quick turnaround for them. And then the Falcons, on the other hand, they had their game at 1:15 yesterday as well, so under 24 hours. But that game lasted about 90 minutes. It was a very quick win over the Stetson Hatters as they're introducing the starting fives right now to the arena. In the history of BG versus the SEC, the Falcons boast a record of 4-12. 3 of those wins came against Vanderbilt, with a few of them also being in the NCAA tournament. That other win came against Florida, and as I'd mentioned, this is the first time since 2017 the Falcons are here in Florida playing a tournament. They're now 10-5 in their history in this state, trying to make it 11-5 and head back to Ohio happy. They're playing Leibs later today, as Arkansas's lineup now getting introduced to the folks here in the Ocean Center. A lot of people traveled out for this Thanksgiving tournament. And Arkansas, they're led by, as I said, Michael Neighbors as their head coach. He's in his 8th year. He's made 2 NCAA tournaments with the Razorbacks, and he boasts a record of 142 and 95. Previously, he did coach at Washington from 2013 to 2017, 4 years. Boasted a record of 98 and 41, had 3 NCAA tournament appearances. But with Arkansas the last few years, struggled as of late. It's been quite some time since he gotten back to the tournament. And as I said earlier in the season, they struggled against highly ranked UCLA. Very good team. Their wins came against East Texas A&M, UT Arlington, Little Rock, and Arkansas State. One of those was an overtime game, that Little Rock game, that they trailed that game by a lot for most of it, but they had a late 11-0 run to send it to overtime, and of course that was sparked by Izzy Higginbottom. She played in Missouri, actually, back in 2021, and then she came over to Arkansas from Arkansas State. It's both teams getting ready to get this one going. It'll be Ojenuwa, the 6'4" sophomore, in the middle, standing across from Erica Porter, 6'2" graduate. Leader on this team. Toss the ball up, and we're underway at long last, and the tip is possessed by Amy Velasco of the Orange and Brown. They're going to the eastern side of the gymnasium to start this off. Amy Velasco dribbling around. Paige Kohler now. Around the arc, Layla Harrison. from the elbow. Get it back out. Velasco, 10 seconds to shoot it. Spin move and a whistle and traveling violation. Turnover. 9 minutes, 30 seconds into the first. Dribbling around. Here's a pull-up jumper from the cherry stripe, and it's going to fall. That was Carly Keats getting the scoring started. 2-0 Arkansas. Amy Velasco now dribbling up the floor. Layla Harrison from the elbow, spinning around. Get it back, Amy Velasco backing away. Into Erica Porter, 6 seconds to shoot it, spinning around, drive to the hoop, and lay it in. Erica Porter makes it 2-2, so each team has an early basket, and now we have a whistle, and Porter is down, holding her eye. Hopefully she's okay. We'll take a 30-second break.
Falcon Media Sports Network is finally back on the road with BGSU hockey. Make sure to catch the voice of Falcon hockey, Ben Korak, on the call for every BGSU game this season on WBGU 88.1 FM.
Arkansas now with the basketball after the timeout. Erica Porter still in the game. Arkansas moving in around the arc. Now drive inside. Loose ball, and Lauren Gherkin winds up with it for the orange and brown. Now ahead, Paige Kohler gets it. Sophomore dribbling around, backing away and resetting the offense. 10 seconds into the shot clock. Layla Harrison now over to Velasco. Inside Porter. Tightly guarded by Unjinwa. Now Layla Harrison drive, and she lost the basketball and was tipped away by Ojenwa, and the Razorbacks will stay on defense with the Falcons on offense. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Amy Velasco will inbound it. She's going to lob it in to Erica Porter, and she traveled. Very easy call for the officials as Porter caught it underneath and was tightly defended and tried to make a move, but wasn't able to get the basketball on the ground. 8-minute mark of the first quarter. We're even at 2 in the early goings of this one. Make a move. Keats now. Mid-range jumper. Splish splash. It's 4-2 Arkansas. Carly Keats now has both baskets for the Razorbacks in this one. Hand it back. There's Paige Kohler now. Drive in. Go up with it through defender. No good. And the rebound is made by Vera Ojenwa underneath. Tall sophomore. Other side, Higginbottom now kick it out to the far side corner. Now around the wing. There's a three. No good off the back iron. And then now it's a fight for it. And Arkansas is going to wind up with it. And then a whistle. And out of bounds, say the officials. It was Jenna Lawrence, the last to touch it for the Razorbacks from Melbourne, Arkansas. 4-star recruit out of high school was Jenna Lawrence. Amy Velasco now gets it over. Erica Porter. Hand it back, Layla Harrison, and Layla Harrison traveled, says the official. 3 early traveling violations for the orange and brown, and Arkansas going to get the basketball back. 7 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Arkansas doubling up the Falcons right now. Higginbottom gets it over to Lawrence, passing around the arc. Keats back to Higginbottom. Guarded by Harrison. Spin move, get it out. There's a three from the top of the key by Ojenwa, and it's going to rattle in. We say it's a long two, so her foot was on the line. 6-2. Look close there. Other side of the floor, Paige Kohler, three from the corner. Splash, splash. 6-5. Beautiful shot for Paige Kohler. She missed all the threes she took in yesterday's game. There's a three from the corner, and that's going to sneak in. Jenna Lawrence put that one in the basket. She averaged 7.9 points per game this year. She has seen significant growth in her role. She only had 2 starts last year, already up to 9 this year. Underneath, that's blocked away from Velasco and going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Ojenyua, another person who transferred over to Arkansas. She came over from Barton Community College. Inbound it to the far side. Paige Kohler around the arc. Layla Harrison, high pass inside and a whistle and a foul to be called. This is on Arkansas, the first foul of the game for either team. It was Vera Ojenyua, the guilty party of that one. 9-5 the score, 6 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the opening quarter. There's Paige Kohler getting it from Velasco. Take a 3. It's no good off the back iron. Rebound Layla Harrison underneath, looking to find an outlet. She will. It's Amy Velasco driving to the hoop. No good off to the right with her shot. Rebound is made by Erica Porter. A lot of contact, and she lays it in. 2-point contest. Higginbottom now kick it out to the far side corner. There's another 3, and that's going to rattle in again. Kiki Smith this time. 5-point contest approaching the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Amy Velasco has the ball up top. Hand it back. Layla Harrison dribble around. Paige Kohler now. Lauren Gherkin still working around the arc, near side wing. Amy Velasco back to Gherkin. Thought about taking a 3. Instead, she's going to pass it over to Harrison. Take the shot. It's blocked away by Keats. And back to Arkansas it goes. The shot clock was running down as Higginbottom get it back. There's a 3 from the far side wing, and it's going to roll around the rim and be no good for Lawrence. Now Velasco going with momentum. Go up with it. No good off the under iron. Gets her own rebound. Get it out to Paige Kohler, near side wing, and now Velasco has it. And with 15 seconds on the shot clock, she's going to slow the pace and let the offense get reset. Now with it, Lauren Gherkin, 5 seconds to shoot it. Amy Velasco now at 3. She's going to have to take a shot. She's going to drive, go up with it, and lay it in. Showing off her experience there, staying nice and composed despite the shot clock being down to 4 seconds. And it's 12-9 with 4:20 to go in the opening quarter. Now a whistle and an offensive foul to be called. Amy Velasco hit the ground hard, and it was because Ojenyua committed a foul. Her second, the team's second as well, and we're going to step aside and come right back with 4:18 to go in the first quarter. This timeout is sponsored by Juniper Brewing Company. You can find the latest menu at juniperbrew.com. Don't go anywhere. WBGU 88.1 FM.
The BGSU volleyball team lost in the semifinal of the 2024 MAC tournament to Western Michigan on Saturday, November 23rd. The Falcons took the Broncos to 5 sets when Western Michigan won the 5th, a team who would eventually beat Ball State for the MAC championship title. The season was still a success for BG as they won the MAC regular season at a record of 16-2 in the first season of the combined MAC play, including 8 matches against MAC tournament teams. It was the 6th time the team under Daniela Tomic won the MAC regular season title, the 7th time with 20-plus overall wins, 11th time making the MAC tournament and finishing with a winning record, and the 9th year in a row making the tournament and playing in the semifinal. This has been 60 Seconds in Falcon Athletics.
BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat here. Make sure to tune into the Zig Zone every Sunday at 4 p.m. on WBGU 88.1 FM, home of the Falcon Media Sports Network.
Out of the media timeout, it is 12-9 in favor of the Arkansas Razorbacks, whose leading scorer is Carly Keats with 4 points. The Falcons' leading scorer is Erica Porter with 4. They have the basketball. Paige Kohler taking the ball up the floor. 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Emily Cecil into the game, has her pass deflected, but Velasco's going to get it out to Paige Kohler, who takes the three from the near side wing. No good. Offensive rebound made by Erica Porter, and she lays it in again. Erica Porter, 6 points. Higginbottom now driving other side of the floor, and she's going to fouled there and get 2 free throws. The 3:50 mark of the quarter. 12-11 stands the score. Versus Stetson, Erica Porter played in 21 minutes, was 8 of 15 from the floor, 4 of 6 from the cherry stripe, had 2 and 1s, and 8 rebounds, 20 points total. Higginbottom makes her first shot. She was second in the nation last year in free throws attempted. She likes getting to the charity stripe, and she hits both her free throws there. 87% free throw shooter this year. It's 14-11. Paige Kohler now feeds it inside to Erica Porter. Go up with a nice move and lay it in to put it to a 1-point contest. Higginbottom now, other side of the floor, stops at the elbow, gets it out to the top of the key. There's a three, no good for Jenna Lawrence off the mark to the right, and Paige Kohler gets the rebound. Swing it the other way. Amy Velasco with it, lob it inside for Erica Porter from the elbow. Pivoting around, she's going to make a move towards the hoop, through 2 defenders, goes up with it and puts another one in the basket. BG's first lead of the game at 15-14, 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Keats now takes a deep three and buries it. What a shot from the far side wing. 17-15. Velasco slowly up the floor. Off the Erica Porter screen. Going to hand it off to Porter. Fakes and then traveling violation. Second on Porter, 4th on the team today. And now Kendall Moxie will check into the game for Erica Porter. First time Moxie's name has been called today. Of course, as mentioned before, Daytona State College transfer. She knows this part of the nation very well. As Izzy Higginbottom up floor, and going to get it over to Jenna Lawrence, near side wing, working it. Get it back up top to Higginbottom, and Lawrence is going to set that screen for Higginbottom. Cecil not fooled. Now pass it out. There's a three. Splash. What a shot there for Poneman. 20-15. There's Kendall Moxie. Moxie has her pass tipped, but Paige Kohler does get to it. Get it over Lauren Gherkin. Now Emily Cecil dribbling around. Move it over Paige Kohler inside. Moxie double teamed out to Velasco. Catches on the run. Drive to the hoop. Had her shot tipped, but it goes in anyway. 20-17. We're under 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Higginbottom putting on the moves off the screen from Lawrence. Going to stop at the elbow. Get it off to Lawrence. Spin move. Got Moxie to fall down and puts it in the hoop. BG's hit 4 of their last 4 shots. Arkansas 3 of their last 3. There's a pass that's off of Moxie's left arm and into Higginbottom's hands. Other side of the floor. She's driving. Kick it out. There's a 3 from Veneman. It's no good. Too much power under it. And the rebound is made by Lauren Gherkin, who gets it ahead to Velasco. Back to Gherkin, because Kiki Smith was all over Velasco. Now Velasco back with it. Get it into Kendall Moxie. Hand it back. Amy Velasco jump stops in the middle of the paint. Out to Lauren Gherkin. Take a 3 from the top of the key. And no good. It rattled in and out, and then it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Jenna Lawrence. And with that, Carly Johnson will check into the game for the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking the place of Carly Keats, giving her a little bit of a breather as Velasco will inbound it with 63 seconds to go in the quarter. Get it in, Paige Kohler around Emily Cecil. Dribbling around the top of the key, get it back to Paige Kohler. 13 seconds on the timer. Higginbottom guarding Kohler. 8 seconds to shoot it. Kohler still dribbling around with it. Got to do something with it. 4 seconds. Going to lob it in. 2 seconds. Moxie's got to go up with it. Instead, she passes it out, and a shot clock violation will be called. Moxie had no lane to the hoop there and elected to pass it with 2 seconds on the shot clock. It expired. 41.7 seconds to go, and a 5-point deficit for the orange and brown. Higginbottom slowly up the floor. Jenna Lawrence sets yet another high ball screen. Now we have a whistle, and a foul will be called on a driving Higginbottom. It was Kendall Moxie who committed it. And now Erica Porter will enter the game for Moxie with 29 seconds exactly on the clock, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound it. Kiki Smith gets it into Jenna Lawrence, hand it back to Smith. Spinning around from the elbow, stops her dribble, get it out to Lawrence. Now Higginbottom up top. 20 seconds to go in the quarter, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Higginbottom gets it out. Now lob it in. Lawrence goes through Velasco, goes up to the hoop and puts it in. It's 24-17, 9 seconds on the clock. Jenna Lawrence having a good start to this one. 7 points as there's a three from the near side wing. It's no good for Lauren Gherkin. Rebound made with 1 second on the clock, and that will do it as Higginbottom could not get a shot off for Arkansas. Quarter number 1 is in the books with a score 24-17 in favor of the Razorbacks of Arkansas. They're leading the 3 and 4 Falcons here in the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach. My name's Caden Knapp. This is WPGU 88.1 FM. We'll be right back. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
Broadcasting from the Michael and Sarah Killeen Center on the campus of Bowling Green State University, this is WBGU 88.1 FM, your source for local news, music, and sports. Return to Radio Freedom with Northwest Ohio's community radio station. Available locally on 88.1 FM or streaming online on bgfalconmedia.com and the TuneIn Radio app. WBGU Bowling Green, Northwest Ohio's community radio station.
What's going on, guys? I'm Darius Lorfield's junior safety here at BG. My Falcon 4 favorite things for homecoming, definitely seeing some of the alumni, the big crowd, hearing them roar, the Falcon Walk pregame, getting to see more people, and then just winning the game overall and celebrating after. Go Falcons.
Hey there, BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat here. Make sure to tune into the Zig Zone every Sunday at 4 p.m. on WBGU 88.1 FM, home of the Falcon Media Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Ocean Center here in Daytona Beach. We're getting ready to start quarter number 2 of this women's basketball game, which features Arkansas and Bowling Green. SEC versus MAC. First time these two teams ever met up against each other. And after one quarter, it is Jenna Lawrence and Carly Keats leading the way for Arkansas with 7 points each. And as I said, Izzy Higginbottom has almost touched the ball on every single possession offensively for the Razorbacks. Erica Porter has 10 of the 17 points the Falcons have scored so far. The Razorbacks will start with it this quarter, going to the western side of the gymnasium once again. It's Higginbottom. Get it over to Kiki Smith. Dribble around, step back 2, splish, splash. A very long 2, and it's 26-17. Good start to the quarter for the Razorbacks. Let's see how the Falcons respond. Amy Velasco into Erica Porter. Porter back to Velasco off the screen by Porter. Get it over to Paige Kohler in the quarter. Now Layla Harris into the quarter. There's Lauren Gherkin. There's a 3. No, but too much power under it. Layla Harrison the rebound. Go back up with it. Layla Harrison puts the ball in the basket. 26-19. Higginbottom now driving, stops, passes it out. There's a Kiki Smith 3 from the near side corner. No good. Too much power under it. And Erica Porter goes out to the elbow to rebound it, then has it poked away, but gets it back. It was Johnson who poked it away from her. Now Paige Kohler, other side of the floor, dribbling with it. Just over a minute into this second quarter of play. Falcons down by 7. Amy Velasco driving around. Get it over. There's Paige Kohler. Over to Harrison, out of the corner. Lauren Gherkin back to Harrison. 5 seconds to shoot it. Layla Harrison going to hand it back. Paige Kohler, 3 seconds. Take a 3. It's blocked. And shot clock violation for the second time on the Falcons. Erica Porter caught the block but could not get the shot off. It was Kiki Smith who got a hand on it for the Razorbacks. Izzy Higginbottom, other side of the floor. Gets it over to Jenna Lawrence, beyond the arc, back to Higginbottom. Higginbottom going from left to right, hand it back, Kiki Smith the other way, and that pass is tipped across the middle, but Higginbottom there to retrieve it, take the shot, and it's good! She made the 15-footer. And now we have a little bit of a stoppage as Amy Velasco for the Falcons is limping. She waves off coach, saying, I'm fine, I can get back in. As Paige Kohler now checks out of the game, Christiana Kulacz-Koska will check in. Velasco still in the game. 8 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the quarter, 28-19. Kulacz-Koska dribbling around, take the shot from the near side block. It's short and no good. The offensive rebound is made by Erica Porter. And how about this? Erica Porter, 12 points. It's 28-21. Up floor, Higginbottom's going to be fouled underneath by Layla Harrison. And Higginbottom's going to go back to the line to shoot 2. She went 2 of 2 her first time at the charity stripe. She's 1 of 1 from the floor in total. She's played all 12 minutes so far. Her and Jenna Lawrence. For the Falcons, it's Gherkin and Velasco, the only ones who played the entirety of this one so far. Jim goes quiet. First shot for Higginbottom is buried. No surprise. This is career start number 59 for the senior. From Batesville, Arkansas, makes her second shot. Back to a 9-point contest. Amy Velasco, up the floor she goes. Shadowed by Johnson. Trying to find someone. Looking to pass to get over to Kulacz-Koska. Top of the key, Lauren Gherkin sets a screen, and then Kulacz-Koska is getting involved with a jump ball. Izzy Higginbottom just reached her hands out, and the officials said, jump ball, jump ball. Falcons will keep it as they have the possession arrow in their favor. Inbound it to Porter, get it back. Velasco mid-range jumper from the near side is no good, and it's going to take a bounce out of bounds. Last touch by Christiana Kulacz-Koska of Bowling Green. So the Razorbacks will get it back. Erica Porter and others running back up the floor for the Falcons as Layla Harrison is the only Falcon in the Razorback backcourt. Higginbottom, guarded by Harrison, drive to the hoop over Porter, no good. Nice defense there by Harrison and Porter. Amy Velasco now speeding up the other side of the floor, hand it back. Layla Harrison, dribble around. She's going to drive, get it over to Erica Porter from the elbow. Now go up to the hoop. It's no good. Short on that shot and back the other way. Go the Razorbacks. 3-on-3. Higginbottom now slows it down. She's guarded by Kulacz-Koska. Get it back out. Keats now no good on her 3 from the top of the key. And Kulacz-Koska goes out to the baseline to retrieve it for the orange and brown. Amy Velasco now with it up top. Averages 19.9 points per game. 4 points today so far. Kulacz-Koska feeds it inside, and Porter's pass is batted up in the air. Kulacz-Koska gets it, and then that's blocked away. Kulacz-Koska couldn't catch a break there. And 2 separate blocks there. As there's a Higginbottom fadeaway, no good from the charity stripe, and Kulacz-Koska finds herself with the defensive board. By the way, it was Jenna Lawrence who blocked away both of those. 6'3" sophomore. Very tall, especially with her arms up. Has a tall wingspan, and then Velasco is going to be fouled driving. Guilty party, Carly Johnson, the junior from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. She was a McDonald's All-American nominee in high school. She attended Mustang High School. As Kulacz-Koska will check out of the game for Jasmine Fern. Jasmine Fern into the game. As there's the inbound. Porter, no good in that shot. Gherkin does get the rebound out in the far corner. Get it over to Velasco. Gherkin now a 3 from the far side corner. No good. And it's going to be tipped around, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Jenna Lawrence. One of the few times her tallness doesn't go well for her. She was the last one to touch it. Hand it back. There's a shot from Velasco. No good. It bounced in and out. Kiki Smith now with it. 5:30 to go. Second quarter of play. 30-21 Arkansas. There's a three, and it's going to fall from the near side wing for Jenna Lawrence. 10 points for her. The Falcons are 0 of their last 6, and they have not scored in 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Big reason why they're down by 12 at the moment. There's a three from Fern from the top of the key. No good. Off the mark to the right. All her made field goals this year have been from beyond the arc. The vast majority of her shots are also from three-point range. There's a cross-court pass. There's a three. No good off the back iron that time for Carly Keats. And Paige Kohler finds herself with another defensive rebound. Driving end-to-end, go up with it. Falling down, no good. And then Keats is there to rebound it for Arkansas. Back and forth basketball. As there's a wide-open three from the corner. And before the shot is off, we're going to have a whistle and a foul to be called. This will be on Jenna Lawrence of Arkansas, the team's second. And with that, we're going to get a media timeout. This timeout is sponsored by Juniper Brewing Company, 145 South Main Street in downtown Bowling Green, featuring coffee and craft beer and serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. See the latest menu at juniperbrew.com. We'll be right back. 4:43 to go in the half.
Are you a fan of BG Falcon Media and the Falcon Media Sports Network? You can show your support for BGSU student media by donating at the bottom of the page of stories on bgfalconmedia.com.
Be a part of the return to Radio Freedom on WBGU FM. Our non-commercial programming efforts rely on the support of our local community. WBGU offers sponsorship opportunities in the form of underwriting. Underwriting is an effective method of gaining exposure for your business in Northwest Ohio and helps us continue producing local content. For more information regarding underwriting sponsorship at WBGU, visit bgfalconmedia.com.
Hi, I'm Laura Mahoney from BGSU Women's Soccer Team, and my Falcon 4 favorite summer activities are going to the pool with my friends and spending time with them, cookouts because I get to spend time with my family, tanning because it's relaxing and it's out in the sun, and getting ice cream because everybody loves ice cream.
We're back here on WBGU 88.1 FM. It's 33-21, Arkansas leading Bowling Green with 4:43 to go in the second quarter. My name's Caden Knapp, and Bowling Green's turned the ball over 7 times to start this game. Arkansas 4 times, but the big thing is Arkansas's points off of turnovers are 13 to the Falcons 2, and they have not scored in just over 3 minutes. 0 of their last 8 are the Falcons. Velasco has her pass tipped up in the air, but right to Lauren Gherkin it goes. Jasmine Fern in the corner, get it back to Lauren Gherkin. Now find Paige Kohler in the near side. Dribbling around the yard, get it back out to Lauren Gherkin. 10 seconds to shoot it. Inside, Erica Porter back out. Paige Kohler makes a nice move. Cut up court, go up with it. No good off the back iron, and then out of bounds it goes. The Falcons will keep it. Shot clock at 20. Velasco to inbound it. She's going to lob it in for Erica Porter. Porter, get it back to Velasco. They do that so often as they now find Paige Kohler, who gets it back to Amy Velasco. Dribble drive, stops, gets it over to Erica Porter. Past it, Jasmine Fern, a 3 from the far side wing, short on that one, and now it's a scramble drill, and Jasmine Fern gets her own rebound beyond the arc. Erica Porter now drive baseline, go up with it, reverse layup, no good off the under iron, and there to rebound it was Jenna Lawrence. Already up to 3 rebounds so far. Dribbling around, there's a long 2 from Kiki Smith. It's no good off the back iron, and then in the middle of the paint there to rebound it for Bowling Green was Erica Porter. Here goes Amy Velasco. Falcons still down by 12. Their scoring drought is extended to over 4 minutes. Lauren Gherkin Get it over to Jasmine Fern. Fern back to Paige Kohler. 7 seconds to shoot it. Paige Kohler dribble drive, goes up with it and has it blocked away out of bounds by Izzy Higginbottom with 4 seconds on the timer. And with that, Kendall Moxie will sub into the game and give Erica Porter a little bit of a breather. Good news for the Falcons is right now Arkansas is also in a scoring drought of 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So not a lot of points these last few minutes. Inbound at Moxie, pivoting around. She's going to pass it out again as the shot clock expires instead of taking a shot. And back to Arkansas it goes. Three minutes left in the half. Higginbottom dribbling around from beyond the arc and get it over to Kiki Smith. Kiki Smith driving around Velasco, up with it. Nice defense, no good, short in the shot. Lauren Gherkin there to rebound and get ahead. Amy Velasco dribbling with it. Get it over. Paige Kohler, 3 from the far side wing, and she's going to get it to bang in. A much-needed shot for the orange and brown, and it comes by way of Paige Kohler. 33-24 the score, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the half. Dribbling around the arc is Bates. Now get it off, and Lawrence is no good from the near side wing. Too much power under her 3. Velasco take it the other way for the orange and brown. Dribbles to the corner, find Paige Kohler, and try go up with it and lay it in. 5 consecutive points for Paige Kohler. 3 minute scoring drought for Arkansas, and all of a sudden it's a 7-point contest. 5 consecutive points for the Falcons. A much-needed stretch for them as Kiki Smith take a 3. Yes! She made it from the top of the key to slow the momentum for the Falcons and put it at a 10-point game, under 2 minutes to play in the half. Amy Velasco, get it out. Paige Kohler, a 3, and she's feeling it. Splish, splash. Made it from the far side wing. What a stretch for Paige Kohler as Higginbottom get it ahead to Jenna Lawrence, who takes a 3 of her own. Splish, splash from the top of the key. 90 seconds to go in the half. We're trading buckets after that long scoring drought for both teams. 11 points for Kohler now. Fall down. Kohler take a shot off the mark to the right, and then now to scramble for it, and no signal yet. Jump ball now. Moxie and Lawrence were involved on that one. Now, big thing for Arkansas right now is they're without Vera Ogenua on the floor. Reason for that is probably because she already has 2 fouls. She's a big piece to this team. Moving around the arc, Bates. Get it over up top to Higginbottom. We're under a minute to go in the half. Nice move by Higginbottom through Paige Kohler. She's going to be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws. As Paige Kohler now has committed 1 foul this game. Each team's committed 2 this quarter, so not a lot of fouling. And with that, Erica Porter will check into the game, taking the place of Kendall Moxie. Higginbottom already 4 of 4 today, make it 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. 7 points for her. She's 1 of 3 from the floor. Now she's up to 8 points. Velasco now take it the other way. 55 seconds and counting. 41-29 stands the score. Jasmine Fern running around the arc. Get it over to Paige Kohler. Lob it in. There's Erica Porter. Make a nice move. Up with it. No good. It looked like it was tipped from behind, and the Razorbacks come up with it. Now Kiki Smith, other side of the floor. 40 seconds on the game clock. Smith gets it over. Passing around the arc. Back to Higginbottom. Higginbottom take a 15-footer. No, it's short and no good. And then the rebound made by Lauren Gherkin right in front of the baseline. Amy Velasco now with the basketball. The shot clock and the game clock are almost in sync at 21 seconds. Lauren Gherkin dribble drive, go up with it through 2 defenders, and she gets it to fall. A little bit of back roll there, and it's back to a 10-point contest. 13 seconds on the game clock. Higginbottom slowing it down. It looks like Arkansas is going to try and take the final shot of this half. As we're down to 4 seconds. Higginbottom off the ball screen. Go up with it, and it's going to fall as time expires. 43-31, and Izzy Higginbottom made the layup, and it was one of those that bounced off the rim twice. Everyone was holding their breath, and then it fell at the end. So Arkansas gives themselves a 12-point lead heading into the intermission. My name's Kate Knapp. This is WBGU 88.1 FM. We'll see what adjustments Coach Neighbors and Shamil make during the 15-minute break. I'll be back in about 5 minutes to recap the first half and look over some player stats. My name's Kate Knapp. We'll be right back to WBGU 88.1 FM.
WBGU 88.1 FM is Northwest Ohio's community radio station. As a non-commercial radio station, our programming efforts are supported by underwriting sponsorships from local businesses. Underwriting is an effective method of gaining exposure for your business in Northwest Ohio and helps us continue producing local content. For more information regarding underwriting sponsorship at WBGU, visit bgfalconmedia.com.
The BGSU volleyball team lost in the semifinal of the 2024 MAC tournament to Western Michigan on Saturday, November 23rd. The Falcons took the Broncos to 5 sets when Western Michigan won the 5th, a team who would eventually beat Ball State for the MAC championship title. The season was still a success for BG as they won the MAC regular season at a record of 16-2 in the first season of the combined MAC play, including 8 matches against MAC tournament teams. It was the 6th time the team under Daniela Tomic won the MAC regular season title, the 7th time with 20-plus overall wins, 11th time making the MAC tournament and finishing with a winning record, and the 9th year in a row making the tournament and playing in the semifinal. This has been 60 Seconds in Falcon Athletics.
Underwriting sponsorships on Northwest Ohio's community radio station are now available. Get your business's information out to the local community and show your support for 88.1 FM WBGU. For more information regarding underwriting sponsorships at WBGU, visit bgfalconmedia.com. Thanks for your continued support of everything we do here at WBGU 88.1 FM, Northwest Ohio's community radio station.
BGSU junior wide receiver Rakeem Smith is this week's Falcon Media Sports Network Athlete of the Week. Smith was named to the MAC Co-Offensive Player of the Week for his performance in BG's 38-13 victory over Ball State on Saturday, November 23rd. Smith tallied 89 all-purpose yards and found the end zone 3 times against the Cardinals, 2 on receptions and 1 rushing. On the season, Smith has 15 receptions for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns, along with 18 rushes for 119 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. This has been Falcon Media Sports Network's Athlete of the Week.
Christensen for BGSU men's soccer team, and this is my Falcon 4 favorite ice cream toppings. The first one, vanilla, because it's a classic. The second one, strawberry, and guess what? It's also a classic. Love that. And cookies and cream, because it's delicious. And the final one, banana.
Hey, BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat here. When I was a Falcon, there was BGRSO. Now it's Falcon Media Sports Network. Keep up with all BGSU sports news and action by following BG_FMSN on Twitter/X and check out BGFalconmedia.com. Hi, Ziggy.
For over 70 years, WBGU 88.1 FM has provided local news, sports, and entertainment to Northwest Ohio. As a non-commercial radio station, WBGU relies on the generous contributions of local businesses in the form of underwriting. For more information regarding underwriting sponsorship at WBGU, visit bgfalconmedia.com. Thanks for your continued support of everything we do here at WBGU 88.1 FM.
Welcome back to Daytona Beach. My name's Caden Knapp. It's 43-31 in favor of Arkansas at the break. As I said earlier, it's the first time these two teams have ever matched up against each other. And for the Falcons, it's the second and final matchup here in Daytona Beach. And it's also the second and final matchup for the Razorbacks. The first half was, sum it up in a word, sloppy, I would say. The Falcons had a total of 8 turnovers. Arkansas was able to take advantage, scoring 13 points off of the turnovers. There was multiple times where there's traveling violations. I think I counted 4 in total. And on top of it, there's also 2 situations where the shot clock was running low, and the Falcons decided to pass it out instead of taking that shot with 3 or 4 seconds of the shot clock, and it led to a shot clock violation without them even getting off a shot. So Coach Shamil definitely in the locker room talking about that, most definitely. And for the Falcons, you got to hang your head high, though. I mean, you're only down by 12 right now. There was a stretch where they went almost 4.5 minutes without scoring. And like I said, they're still in it because they held Arkansas for about 2 of those minutes to no points. And also, I mean, there's something that kind of sparked the Falcons back into this thing, because it really felt like it was all Arkansas was Paige Kohler. She hit some big shots. At one point, she had a 8-point run for the Falcons because of 2 threes and a long 2, which was big for them because, like I said, they were down, and I mean, it felt like this was all Arkansas momentum-wise. In the first quarter, the Falcons were outscored by 7 at 24-17, and in the second quarter, they were outscored 19-14. So that's how we got to 43-31 now. The Falcons are winning the paint battle 22-6. Not a surprise. The Falcons like to go down low and be physical, and 12 of those 22 points in the paint have been scored by Erica Porter, who's having another great game. 12 points in total. She's 6 of 10 from the floor. She also has hauled in 5 rebounds. So she's been a safety blanket for the Falcons. They've been trying to get to her constantly underneath, and she's been that big presence that they needed ever since Ellis went down. I mean, really, Lucas Kleinmeyer and I were talking about it. There was this play late in the Ohio State game where there was a whistle, foul, and one for Erica Porter, and we said it at the time. We were like, this could be that spark that she needed, and it looks like it has been ever since then. Like I said, she scored 20 points yesterday and has had a fantastic first half. Now, Falcons have to build off of it, and like we said many times, Lucas and I, throughout the season, is they need more than 2 players scoring their main points, with Porter today 12 and Kohler 11. Behind him is Amy Velasco at 4. That's also a big one because she has scored so many of this team's points. So she's slow to start it. And, I mean, Coach Shamil actually told her very own Tyler Kavalitz that this team would be in big trouble without Amy Velasco. And she's 2 of 7 to start this game. Arkansas has been getting to her, at least in the first half. We'll see how she adjusts into the second half. But I think if they can get her going and then continue with Kohler and Porter doing well, that half number 2 is going to go well for the Falcons, because Arkansas, they've been spreading it out a little more with, of course, Jenna Lawrence has been a huge presence, blocking away shots, and she's also been making some big ones. She's 5 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc, 13 total points, and right behind her is Higginbottom, who jumped up to 10 points late. Now, 6 of those 10 points have came from the charity stripe for her. As I said, last year she was second in the nation in attempted free throws, so not a surprise that she is at the line quite a bit today. And really, I mean, there hasn't been too many fouls for either team. I mean, there's been 4 by each, which was kind of expected going in because, like I said, the Razorbacks, they don't usually foul. I was looking at their foul numbers, and they're not a lot. Doing quick math right now, they've committed a total of 108. Divide that by 8, they're 13.5 per game. So not many fouls at all for them. Most of the players average under 2 fouls per game. For the Falcons, I mean, they also haven't had too much fouling trouble outside the first few games, so we'll see what happens. But I think in the second half, the Falcons want to come back and win this game. They're going to need to play good ball screen defense is, I think, the main one, and defend that three-point line. I mean, 2 of the 3 keys, I mean, they need to improve on to do well in the second half. I mean, I think they've been doing a pretty good job at containing Higginbottom, but, I mean, there was multiple wide-open threes that Arkansas was able to fire off, and, I mean, a big part of that was the fact that they were able to set some good high ball screens and, create lanes to drive inside and do a quick pass out and take that 3. So I'm going to step aside and come right back in about 3 minutes to get half number 2 underway. Arkansas in front of Bowling Green, 43-31. My name is Kate Knapp. This is WBGU 88.1 FM. Thank you all for listening.
I'm BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat, and you're listening to WBGU 88.1 FM, your home for BGSU women's basketball.
Are you a fan of BG Falcon Media and the Falcon Media Sports Network? You can show your support for BGSU student media by donating at the bottom of the page of stories on bgfalconmedia.com.
My name is Anthony Hernandez. I'm on the BG men's soccer team. My 4 dream opponents, I would say, is Messi. I've been watching him since I've grown up, and I've enjoyed watching him play. The other one would be Sergio Busquets. He makes the game very easy. And my third one, I would say De Bruyne. I love his passes. He makes it look so easy with the through balls. And my last one, I would probably say Mbappe. I mean, he's just so fast and not easy to catch.
BG Falcon Media is an organization encompassing student media organizations at Bowling Green State University. BG24 is the video component of Falcon Media that creates a weekly live newscast every Tuesday. All videos and live streams can be found on the BG Falcon Media YouTube and website, or BG24's Twitter. BG Falcon Media, empowering students with creative freedom by exploring technologies and focusing on audience engagement and service to our communities.
BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat here. Make sure to tune into the Zig Zone every Sunday at 4 p.m. on WBGU 88.1 FM, home of the Falcon Media Sports Network.
Are you a fan of BG Falcon Media's live sports talk show, The Swoop? While there will be no more productions over winter break, episodes will air again every Tuesday beginning on January 28th only on the BG Falcon Media YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the Ocean Center here in Daytona Beach. We're getting ready to start half number 2 here on WBGU 88.1 FM. It's 43-31 in favor of Arkansas. And make sure to please follow us on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, at BG_FMSN. That's Falcon Media Sports Network, BG_FMSN. We post updates and articles, recapping events, and previewing them and much more. Inside look at the teams. A lot of access there. And then later tonight, BG Hockey will be playing on WBGU 88.1. They have a matchup against, I believe it's Michigan Tech at 7:07. Ben Korek will be behind the mic for that one. He called the game yesterday. Half number 2 is getting started as Layla Harrison inbounded to Amy Velasco. The Falcons now going to the western side of the Ocean Center. Hand it back. Amy Velasco, get it over. Paige Kohler, drive the baseline, go up with it, and lay it in. Good start to the half for the Falcons, 43-33. Cleats now passing it over to Kiki Smith. Now to the corner, there's Higginbottom. Moving around the arc, right to left. Get it over to Jenna Lawrence. Dribble around, hand it back to Higginbottom. Set a screen. There's a 15-footer from the elbow. Splish, splash. Beautiful shot from Izzy Higginbottom. Just a third shot she's made today. Of course, she had that almost buzzer beater at the end of the first half. Layla Harrison now feed it inside to Erica Porter. Double team, dribble around, get it back to Harrison. Tried to fit it into a tight window. It was bounced around. Harrison somehow came up with it. And then is fouled going up with it from the block. That was Vera Odenua committing the foul. First foul of the quarter for either team. As Pennanen subs into the game for Arkansas. Freshman for sophomore exchange with Odenua subbing out. Odenua from Delta State, Nigeria. Shot number 1 for Harrison, no good. Layla Harrison lists her brother as one of her biggest influences in her life. He plays basketball at Wheeling. She's played in a total 80 minutes this year. Heading into this one, she hit shot number 2. She now has 3 points today. She hit an early layup. It's 45-34, 1 minute into quarter number 3. Higginbottom driving, whistle and foul, and count it. Izzy Higginbottom went to the hoop with a mission and got the Falcons the foul. It was Paige Kohler, the guilty party, committing her second foul, the team's first as well. Chance for to convert into good old-fashioned three-point play is converted for Izzy Higginbottom. It's now 48-34. 14-point differential on the scoreboard. Amy Velasco taking the basketball up the floor. Each team has all their timeouts still. Pass it to the corner. Layla Harrison lob it inside. Erica Porter double team, had it stripped away, and then Arkansas turns it over. It was Higginbottom. Now Kohler with it. Go up with it. It's blocked. Jenna Lawrence says, get that weak stuff out of here. And the Falcons will get it back with 23 seconds to shoot it. 8:38 to go in the third. Velasco will inbound it. She's probably going to get it into Porter, which she will. Then she's going to hand it back to Velasco. Get it over. Paige Kohler, 3 from the top of the key. Yes! Absolutely buried it. 48-37. What a shot for Paige Kohler. 16 points for her today. 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. 6 of 15 in total as we have a whistle and a foul to be called. It'll be Layla Harrison, the guilty party. Paige Kohler was 4 of 13 from the floor in yesterday's game against Stetson, so good to see her getting her shooting percentage up. Higginbottom, far side wing, dribbles around off the screen. Middle of the paint, stops, goes up with it over Kohler. Nice defense, no good, but she gets her own rebound, puts it up again, no good, and then Kohler tips it up in the air and retrieves it for BGSU. Get it ahead. There's Amy Velasco dribbling around the near side wing, and then get it over Paige Kohler. Kohler now over to Lauren Gherkin. Dump it inside. La Harrison back out. There's Amy Velasco. Dribble drive. Stop in the middle of the paint and put it in. Amy Velasco, 6 points today. 3 of 8 from the floor. She has 5 assists today. As Higginbottom gets it over to Jenna Lawrence. Hand it back now to Carly Keats. Keats now dribble drive, go up with it over Velasco, puts it in. 50-39, 7:25 to go in the third quarter. Get it ahead. There's Paige Kohler. Got it from Velasco. Coach Emil yelling out a play. 7:14 to go. Clock still running. Lauren Gherkin, get it over. Layla Harrison. There's Amy Velasco spinning out of the double team. Stops her dribble, get it off to Lauren Gherkin. 10 seconds to shoot it. Wide open three from the top of the key, and it's good. Amy Velasco. Now she's up to 9 points in the blink of an eye, and the Falcons have made 4 of their last 4 shots, and they're now down by 8. Higginbottom dribbling around, get it out to Kiki Smith, who's driving the baseline, get it back out to Higginbottom. Erica Porter all the way out guarding her. Not often you see that as Higginbottom goes off the screen, passes it across floor. Now a wide open three from the near side by Keats. It's no good off the back iron. Those are ones you got to hit if you're Arkansas. So now the Falcons take it the other way. Paige Culler slowing the pace. 8 points separates these two teams. Layla Harrison now with the basketball, dribbling around the yard, get it over. Velasco inside. Porter had trouble with it, and then she's going to smartly throw it off of Izzy Higginbottom, and it's going to take a skid out of bounds, and now Erica Porter's going to get a little bit of a breather as Kendall Moxie will take her place. Junior for graduate student exchange. Velasco to inbound it. Get it in. Paige Kohler takes a three from the far side. Wing splash! Splash! My goodness, have yourself a night. 5-point contest. Other side of the floor, Higginbottom. Over, up top, there's a three and much needed shot there. Jenna Lawrence put it in from the top of the key. Amy Velasco now dribbling around. Tightly defended by Kiki Smith. Hand it back, Paige Kohler, back away. Kohler out to the corner, Layla Harrison. Harrison inside, 8 seconds to shoot it. Moxie tightly guarded, and she puts it in off the glass. Nice shot by her. Got around Jenna Lawrence. Other side of the floor, Higginbottom. Gets it off, now drive to the hoop. Whistle on a foul, and 2 shots are incoming for Pinja Penniman from Finland. She played for the Finnish national team. As Lauren Gherkin was the guilty party of that foul. Her second, the team's third. 5:11 to go in the third quarter. Shot one is no good. It went in and out, and then slowly rolled off the back iron. Averages 2.3 points per game, about 36% from the floor. This is just her second and third free throw attempts of the year, and she hits the second one. Gherkin inbounds it to Paige Kohler. Paige Kohler dribbling around on the floor. Off the Moxie ball screen, drive to the hoop, hesitation move, and then have it blocked away out of bounds by Jenna Lawrence. And with that, we're going to take a media timeout with 16 seconds to go on the shot clock. It's 54-47, Arkansas in the lead with 4 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. This timeout is sponsored by Juniper Brewing Company. You can find the latest menu at juniperbrew.com. Don't go anywhere. WBGU 88.1 FM.
BGSU football can punch their ticket to the MAC championship with a win in the final game of the season over Miami on Friday, November 29th. Join the Falcon Media Sports Network's Reese Patricus and Sean Connolly on the call at 11:45 for pregame and noon for kickoff. Catch all the action on Falcon Radio.
Wake up every weekday with WBGU and The Morning Show. The Morning Show is a community resource for weekly events, news, sports, weather, interviews with community officials and organizations, birthday and anniversary announcements, and more. The Morning Show broadcasts live, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Listen live every weekday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. locally on 88.1 FM or streaming online at bgfalconmedia.com.
BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat here. Make sure to tune into the Zig Zone every Sunday at 4 p.m. on WBGU 88.1 FM, home of the Falcon Media Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Ocean Center here in Daytona Beach. It's 54-47. Arkansas leads the Falcons with 4 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. Falcons outscoring the Razorbacks 16-11 in this quarter. Inbound it to Paige Kohler in the near side corner. Get it over to Amy Velasco. 8 seconds to shoot it. Velasco dribble drive, go up with it, and that's going to sneak in. Back to a 5-point contest with the clock continuing to run. Layla Harrison, the only Falcon in the Razorbacks backcourt. Hey, go up with it. Higginbottom, no good. Short. Layla Harrison. Nice defensive effort there. Moxie was the rebounder. Now there's Amy Velasco, other side of the floor. Get it into Kendall Moxie. Moxie off a defender. Go up with it. No good. Too much pound under it. Jenna Lawrence was that defender. I think it was back the other way to the Razorbacks. Carly Johnson dribbling around. Get it out to the corner. Now she gets it back. Johnson stops at the elbow, get it over to Higginbottom. 10 seconds to shoot it, get it back to Kiki Smith. Now there's a three from the far side wing. Air ball, no good. And right there to retrieve it on the defensive end is Paige Kohler. It's like a pass to her. Stop her dribble, pivot around, get it over to Amy Velasco. Makes a nice pass to Lauren Gherkin. Set her up perfectly to lay it in. And Gherkin pointing over at Velasco. Beautiful pass. 7 assists today for Amy. Jenna Lawrence, get it over to Higginbottom, set the screen. Higginbottom now driving, get it out. There's a long two. Yes, splish splash. Beautiful shot there for Ponanen. The freshman, 6'2", 56-51. Paige Kohler slows it down. .15 to shoot it. Paige Kohler. Get it up top. There's Gherkin inside. Kendall Moxie. Dribble drive. Go up with it from the near side elbow, and she's going to put it in the hoop. 3-point game. Arkansas has led for the vast majority of this one. BG's only led for a total of 18 seconds. Moving around the arc. Jenna Lawrence. Hand it back to Higginbottom. There's a shot from the elbow and gets to rattle in. Izzy Higginbottom, a much-needed shot for the Razorbacks. By the way, the Falcons have hit 8 of their last 10 shots from the floor. Velasco right now trying to find someone. Gets it ahead to Moxie at the elbow. Dribbles from one elbow to the other. Hand it back, Layla Harrison. Now Paige Kohler. Back to Layla Harrison. Amy Velasco, loose ball, had it poked away from behind. Now a scramble drill, and this should be a jump ball, and it will, with the possession arrow being in favor of Arkansas. So they'll get the ball back with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the third quarter and a 5-point advantage over BGSU. Arkansas 54% from the floor today, 44% from beyond the arc at 8-18. Compare that to the Falcons, they are 43% from beyond the arc and 44% from the floor. Here goes Izzy Higginbottom. Get it over to Carly Johnson. Up top of Genua. Back to Higginbottom, driving on Kohler. Go up with a whistle. Foul and count that basket. That's foul number 3 committed by Paige Kohler. The team's fourth this quarter, and with 1 minute and 47 seconds to go and a 7-point lead. Back to the line goes Higginbottom. Career-wise, she's 90.7% from the charity stripe. And she hits that one. She's perfect today. 8 of 8. Arkansas hit 3 of their last 3 shots. Jasmine Fern just subbed into the game. Has the basketball. Get it over to Paige Kohler inside. Kendall Moxie back out to Kohler. There's a 3 from the corner. Splash, splash. 22 points for Paige Kohler. 6 of 8 from beyond the arc, 8 of 18 from the floor. Higginbottom, kick it out. And now whistle, and out of bounds it goes. Carly Johnson's back foot stepped on the sideline in front of the Razorbacks bench, and the Falcons force the turnover. 6th turnover of the game for Arkansas. We're approaching 1 minute to go in the quarter. Pass to the corner, Jasmine Fern, get it inside. There's Kendall Moxie, nice move back to the hoop, and look at her making another one underneath. 6 points in total for Kendall Moxie. Kiki Smith, dribble around off the screen, get it back out to Higginbottom from beyond the arc, and back away. 13 seconds on the shot clock, lob it in for Genoa. Spinning around through the paint, go up with a nice move, but too much power on the shot. And now it's a scramble drill for the basketball, and Jasmine Fern winds up with it for the Falcons. 30 seconds on the game clock, 25 seconds on the shot clock. Amy Velasco sitting there dribbling around. Setting up a play. 13 seconds to shoot it, 15 seconds on the game clock. Paige Kohler now with the basketball. Get it in. There's Kendall Moxie. Back to Amy Velasco, 5 seconds to shoot it. That pass is going to go out of bounds with 3 seconds to go in the shot clock, and then 6 seconds in the quarter. Kiki Smith batted it away. Paige Kohler was the intended target of that pass, and now Moxie subs out of the game for Erica Porter. And Ponanen will sub into the game for Ojenyua. This is one of those inbound it, maybe one dribble, and then shoot it up. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Into Kohler, get it over to Velasco, and then short on the shot there as the shot clock expired. So with 2.2 seconds to go in the quarter, Arkansas is going to get back. 3rd shot clock violation of the day. As there's a heave, no good from midcourt. And my friends, we've reached the end of quarter number 3, a fantastic quarter for the Orange and Brown, in which they outscored Arkansas 27-18 and now trail 61-58. My name's Caden. Now this is WBGU 88.1 FM. We're going to step aside and come right back. This one setting up for a photo finish.
Are you a fan of BG Falcon Media's live sports talk show, The Swoop? While there will be no more productions over winter break, episodes will air again every Tuesday beginning on January 28th only on the BG Falcon Media YouTube channel.
This is Northwest Ohio's community radio station, WBGU 88.1 FM. Like, follow, and subscribe to our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter feeds for access to special content, program and DJ information, and so much more. Return to radio freedom with WBGU on 88.1 FM and online social media profiles. Thanks for listening to WBGU Bowling Green, Northwest Ohio's community radio station.
Welcome back to Daytona Beach in this Daytona Beach Classic. We're getting ready to start quarter number 4 with the score 61-58 in favor of the Arkansas Razorbacks. My name is Caden Knapp, WBGU 88.1 FM. This one's been a fun one. And the Falcons, as I said before the break, have been great in the second half so far, outscoring the Razorbacks by 9 points in that third quarter. They're also winning the points in the paint battle at 36-12. It's been a good series of events for Bowling Green as they'll start with the basketball. Still going to the west. By the way, the Razorbacks went 1 of 3 in the third quarter from beyond the arc. One of the keys to the game was contested 3-point shots. Jasmine Fern with the basketball, dribbling around the arc from left to right. Handed back to Paige Kohler. Off the ball screen by Erica Porter. There's a pass that's going to be tipped up in the air and taken away by Jenna Lawrence. She's been a huge defensive presence. Now there's a three. No good that time for Kiki Smith from the far side wing, and Paige Kohler winds up with it at the end. Other side of the floor, she's weaving and bobbing through defenders. 9:25 to go in regulation. Now Paige Kohler looking over at Coach Shamil, directing her and the offense as they're passing around the arc. Amy Velasco. Pass it up top. There's a three. Splash, splash, Lauren Gherkin. And we are tied. This game has only been tied for 90 seconds. That number now running up as we're a minute into the fourth quarter. 61s everywhere. There's a pass. Ojenua through Porter. She traveled. Back to the Falcons it goes. Another thing worth noting for the Orange and Brown is they're outscoring Arkansas 15-0 in the second chance points category. This has been a great stretch. Inside, Erica Porter. Dribble around. Ojenua hesitate, go up with it, no good, and then it's a tip drill and out of bounds. It goes last touched by Lauren Gherkin, says the officials. Coach Shamil very upset with that call. Looked like Lawrence might have touched it, but the officials disagree. Higginbottom gets it over to Lawrence. Now Smith back up top to Higginbottom from the logo. Dribble around. Velasco in on defense, and a nice move by Higginbottom, and she's going to put it in the hoop to give Arkansas the lead back. Amy Velasco now patrolling the offense, gets it in to Porter in the elbow, hand it back. Velasco drive to the hoop, whistle and a foul, and Amy Velasco will go to the charity stripe to shoot 2 free throws. She's 35 of 38 this year when it comes to the free throw category. Very good free throw shooter at 92%. And the gym's going to go silent for her to attempt these shots. She's up over 10 points at 11. She's played in all 32 minutes of this one as shot number 1 is a go. Brought the Falcons within 1. Fern, Kohler, Velasco, Gherkin, and Porter on the floor for the Orange and Brown. Shot 2, no good off the back iron. So it'll stay a 1-point contest, and off the deflection, Higginbottom will rebound it. Under 8 minutes to play in regulation. Jenna Lawrence with the basketball, get it over. Izzy Higginbottom making a move, no-look pass. There's a three from the far side. It's going to rattle home for Vera Ojenua, the sophomore. Makes it a 4-point contest. A big shot for the SECers. Jasmine Fern now with the basketball. Get it over to Paige Kohler. Working the far side wing, inside to the baseline. There's Erica Porter. Guarded by Ojenua, gets it to Jasmine Fern. Now there's Amy Velasco. Dribble drive through to 2 defenders. Is fouled going up with 5 seconds on the shot clock. And it'll be Ojenua, the guilty party. The second team foul of the quarter for the Razorbacks. The Falcons have committed none so far. So back to the line goes Amy Velasco. She was just there, went 1 of 2. Makes her first one. Velasco entered today 36 points away from the 23rd all-time scoring spot on BG scoring history. That board, as she hits shot number 2, it's a 2-point game. She continues climbing up multiple BG women's basketball leaderboards. Ojenua underneath, got it from Kiki Smith, no good. Nice defense by Erica Porter, and she's going to go out and rebound it just in front of the arc. Now get it ahead, Amy Velasco. Get over to Paige Kohler, and now Lauren Gherkin back to Kohler, working that near side wing, back to Gherkin, back and forth basketball. Jasmine Fern now dribbling around Amy Velasco. She's going to drive to the hoop, and no good, too much power under her shot, and Ojenua is there to rebound it. Now Higginbottom lost her dribble, but she gets it back. Higginbottom. 15 seconds to shoot for the offense. Get it back out. There's a three from the top of the key. No good. And the only person down low to retrieve it was Paige Kohler for either team. Amy Velasco now. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in regulation. 66-64 stands the score. Jasmine Fern with the basketball. Get it over. Velasco lob it in for Erica Porter. Back out to Jasmine Fern. Now Kohler. Look at the passing. Take a three from the far side. Wing splash, splash! Paige Kohler has given BGSU the lead. 67-66. 25 points for the sophomore. Higginbottom handed back to Jenna Lawrence. Takes the long two. No good. And there to rebound it was Erica Porter. Arkansas has not scored in over 2 minutes. Before that three, the Falcons had only led for 18 seconds of this game. Erica Porter underneath is going to add to the lead. 69-66. The bench for the Falcons is pumped up, and a reeling Arkansas is going to use a timeout. Michael Neighbors says, I've seen enough. 5:14 to go in regulation. 69-66. BGSU, they're on a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes. This timeout is sponsored by Juniper Brewing Company, proud creators of Ale Ziggy Zumba, light ale made in collaboration with BG Athletics and available at Juniper Brewing Company on South Main Street and Northwest Ohio Kroger stores. Details at juniperbrew.com. We're going to step aside, come right back to WBGU 88.1 FM.
Return to Radio Freedom with 88.1 FM WBGU. Northwest Ohio's community radio station offers local programming from the morning show to eclectic music shows from a variety of genres and local sports coverage. So, keep it locked in right here on 88.1 FM or stream us live 24/7 on bgfalconmedia.com. 88.1 FM WBGU, Northwest Ohio's community radio station.
BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat here. Make sure to tune into the Zig Zone every Sunday at 4 p.m. on WBGU 88.1 FM, home of the Falcon Media Sports Network.
Out of the Arkansas timeout, it is 69-66 in favor of BGSU. We've had 3 lead changes today, and the Falcons have led for a total of 51 seconds to Arkansas. 31 minutes and 23 seconds. My goodness. And right now, Paige Kohler and Erica Porter are definitely in consideration for our BG Falcon Media Food and Drink Guide Player of the Game. Both are having fantastic outings. Erica Porter was our BG Falcon Media Food and Drink Guide Player of the Game yesterday. Kohler, 25 points. Porter, 14. 7 rebounds for each of them as well. Out of the timeout, we have a whistle and offensive foul away from the ball. It gets worse for Arkansas, as that was Higginbottom committing the foul, and Amy Velasco took a tumble. And here go the Falcons, approaching the halfway mark of quarter number 4. We're in for a treat today. Fantastic contest. Lauren Gherkin gives it off to Velasco as it blocked away and out of bounds it goes. Last touch by Carly Johnson, the junior from Oklahoma City. And on the other side of the media timeout, Bowling Green will get it back with 16 seconds on the shot clock, 4:53 to play. And the fourth, this timeout, is sponsored by Juniper Brewing Company. You can find the latest menu at juniperbrew.com. We'll be back.
BGSU junior wide receiver Raheem Smith is this week's Falcon Media Sports Network Athlete of the Week. Smith was named to the MAC Co-Offensive Player of the Week for his performance in BG's 38-13 victory over Ball State on Saturday, November 23rd. Smith tallied 89 all-purpose yards and found the end zone 3 times against the Cardinals, 2 on receptions and 1 rushing. On the season, Smith has 15 receptions for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns, along with 18 rushes for 119 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. This has been Falcon Media Sports Network's Athlete of the Week.
We're back here in Daytona Beach. What a change of events it has been with 4:53 to play in the fourth. The Falcons lead 69-66. They're on a 7-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes. Arkansas has been without points for the last 2 minutes and 52 seconds. They're being outscored 11-5 this quarter. Whatever Coach Shamil said during the halftime break really has appeared to have gotten to the Falcons. 16 seconds to shoot it. They're going to inbound it from the E in center, the first E, on the western side of the gymnasium. Get it in, and it's caught by Porter, and then she lost it. A lot of contact. Jenna Lawrence winds up with it. Other way goes the basketball. Higginbottom pass it out. Johnson drive the baseline, get it out. Ojenuwan now out to Higginbottom. From beyond the arc, spinning around, driving inside, go up with it. No good, off to the right in her shot, and then out of bounds it goes, last touched by Izzy Higginbottom. Higginbottom leads the team with 22 points. She's 7 of 14 from the floor, 8 of 8 from the charity stripe. Amy Velasco possesses the basketball. Stops her dribble, and she's going to pass it out of bounds. Not a good pass to Jasmine Fern there. This half, Arkansas is 9 of 20 from the floor, 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. The Falcons, much different story. 66 from the floor, 85% from beyond the arc. Jenna Lawrence, get it out to Higginbottom. Driving, going to pass it out to Kiki Smith. Now feed it inside, go up with it, and the basket counts. That was Jenna Lawrence, the sophomore, making it a 1-point contest, 69-68. Under 4 minutes to play in regulation. Erica Porter hands it back to Jasmine Fern. Now Paige Kohler. Inside, Erica Porter double teamed out to Jasmine Fern. Wide open 3 from the top of the key. No good, off the back iron. And there to rebound it was Carly Johnson. Other side of the floor, Higginbottom through Kohler is fouled, and she's going to go to the line with a chance to give the Razorbacks back the lead. As Paige Kohler commits foul number 4 in the team's first of the quarter. 3:32 to play. Worst person to have at the line if you're the Falcons, with Higginbottom now becoming 9 of 9 today. Knotted at 69. Shot 2 is also good. Arkansas regains the lead at 70-69. It'll be Amy Velasco taking the basketball up the floor. Paige Kohler now has to be extra careful, committing 4 team fouls. Pass it to the corner. Jasmine Fern lobbing inside. Erica Porter, and the lead is back with the Falcons as Porter laid it in underneath. Jasmine Fern picks up the assist. Her third of the game. Kiki Smith making moves from the elbow, gets it over to Johnson, and that pass is cut off and taken away by Jasmine Fern, and then a jump ball is called. The possession arrow is in Arkansas's favor, so they'll get it back with 15 seconds, and now Layla Harrison will check into the game. .302 to go. Inbound it from the N in Ocean. Eastern side of the Ocean Center. Kiki Smith gets it back, goes up with it, has it blocked away by Layla Harrison. Amy Velasco Other side of the floor. Double team. She's going to get it off to Jasmine Fern, who takes a very deep three and buries it. My goodness, Jasmine Fern. It was a very deep three, as I said, from the top of the key. And it's 74-70. 2:30 to go in regulation. Higginbottom drive to the hoop and has it blocked away by Erica Porter. Arkansas will keep it with 9 seconds on their timer. And now Emily Cecil will check into the game and give Amy Velasco a little bit of a break. Wow. What a change of events. Get it into Jenna Lawrence. 6 seconds to shoot it. Get it out. Kiki Smith. Now 5. Driving through 2 defenders. Gets it out. Johnson launches up a 3 from the near side. Wing air ball. And a shot clock violation to be called. Back to the orange and brown it goes with 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go. And just like that, Paige Kohler and Amy Velasco will recheck into the game, taking the places of Layla Harrison and Emily Cecil. On the Arkansas side, Pennanen will check into the game, taking the place of Lawrence. We're under 2 minutes to go in regulation. 4-point lead for the Falcons. Erica Porter gets the basketball, go up with it through a defender, and Ogenuwan, no good, short. And back to Arkansas it goes. Up floor is the Higginbottom, dribbling around. Jasmine Fern, pass it over. Now dribble drive through 2 defenders. No good. Too much power in the shot. And then a whistle and a foul to be called. Erica Porter was contacted from behind. That will be Ogenuwa, the guilty party, committing the team's 4th. Ogenuwa's 4th as well. And Coach Neighbors is going to send her over to the bench. My goodness. Arkansas, 0 of their last 4. Zooming out a little, 1 of their last 9. Falcons also out-rebounding 39-21. We're down to 90 seconds and a 4-point advantage for the Falcons. Paige Kohler with the basketball gets it over to Jasmine Fern. Hand it back to Amy Velasco. Falcons trying to get a kill shot here. As Velasco double team, get it off to Jasmine Fern. No good, short on the 3 from the near side wing. And back to Arkansas it goes. Kiki Smith up the floor. We're approaching a minute. There's a 3 from the far side wing. Yes! A much needed basket for the Razorbacks, and it's going to bring them within 1 timeout with 1 minute and 8 seconds to play. My goodness. This one coming right down to it. And this timeout is sponsored by Juniper Brewing Company, 145 South Main Street in downtown Bowling Green, featuring coffee and craft beer and serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. See the latest menu at juniperbrew.com. We're going to step aside, come right back to WBGU 88.1 FM.
Underwriting sponsorships on Northwest Ohio's community radio station are now available. Get your business's information out to the local community and show your support for 88.1 FM WBGU. For more information regarding underwriting sponsorship at WBGU, visit bgfalconmedia.com. Thanks for your continued support of everything we do here at WBGU 88.1 FM, Northwest Ohio's community radio station.
Out of the timeout, BG basketball. They're nursing a 1-point lead, approaching 1 minute to play in regulation. Arkansas has 2 remaining. The Falcons have all 4. Jasmine Fern in the corner, going to get it back to Amy Velasco. 55 seconds and counting. Lauren Gherkin, Jasmine Fern now inside. Beautiful pass to Porter, has it blocked away from behind by Jenna Lawrence, and then a West on a foul will be called. And Coach Fred Shamil very, very upset with the foul call as the clock stops with 47.7 seconds to go. Wow. That was called on Erica Porter, her first. 43 seconds to go. The Falcons defensive unit out there with Velasco and Kohler over on the bench. Trying to go bigger. Underneath, there's a whistle and a foul to be called. Higginbottom was driving, and now Kohler and Velasco will re-enter the game with 30.2 seconds to go. Taking the place of Stiesel and Harrison. Yeah, Coach Shamil has been doing that down the stretch of this game, bringing in those two for defensive help. Now Higginbottom with a chance to give Arkansas the lead. Hits the first shot to tie it. Now the second one. Good. Ice water in her veins. 75 to 74. 30.2 seconds to go. And BGSU is going to use a timeout. They're on a scoring drought of 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and have been a big reason why Arkansas has been able to now pull ahead by one. It's a full 1 minute timeout called by the Falcons, and I'd like to remind you this timeout is sponsored by Juniper Brewing Company. You can find the latest menu at juniperbrew.com. And as I said, Paige Kohler and Erica Porter are both having great games, and they're both in contention for our BG Falcon Media Food and Drink Guide Player of the Game. Kohler hasn't had a basket in the second, but she has 25 points today, 9 and 19 from the floor, 7 and 9 from beyond the arc. Erica Porter 8 of 15 from the floor, 8 rebounds, 16 points, and Kohler also has 7 rebounds, but she has those 4 fouls. Also, look at Erica Porter, 29 minutes of play today. She's gotten quite a bit of minutes. She hasn't had any foul issues today. That's a season high for her, 29 minutes. Before, 27 was her high at Detroit Mercy. She actually had not played over 20 minutes, excluding the Stetson game, since that Detroit Mercy game. So before coming to Daytona, she only had one game that she had more than 20 minutes, and she's really propelled this team in these last 2 games. Now, can they finish the job is the question. Here we go. Falcon basketball. They'll inbound it right in front of their own bench. Falcons have 3 timeouts remaining. Get it in. Amy Velasco, dribble drive, go up with it. Whistle, foul, count the basket! Amy Velasco not only gives the Falcons the lead, but has a chance to make it a 3-point play. 76 to 75. What an effort there, as the foul was committed by Carly Johnson, her second, the team's 5th. So the Falcons shooting free throws on every defensive foul committed by Arkansas from here on out. 26.4 seconds to go. Free throw number 1 is good. She converted the good old-fashioned 3-point play to make it a 2-point contest. And with that, we're going to get a timeout called by Arkansas. They're down to 1. My goodness, this game. Very crazy. This timeout is sponsored by Juniper Brewing Company, 145 South Main Street in downtown Bowling Green, featuring coffee and craft beer and serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. See the latest menu at juniperbrew.com. This game being brought to you on WBGU 88.1 FM. My name is Caden Knapp, and I want to give a big thank you to our board operator, Austin Roos, back in the cooling center, pushing the buttons and making sure this one is running smoothly. Like I said, 77 to 75 with 26.4 seconds to play. You know that Coach Neighbors is going to draw up something to get the basketball in the hands of Izzy Higginbottom, their leader. Last year, she was actually 8th in the NCAA in points per game at 22.2. So today she has 26. She's been fantastic this year. Very shifty, and she's someone that the Falcons coaching staff really emphasizes. You got to stop her. I mean, it's not often you see her keys, the number 1 key being contain this one player, and things are going to go well for us. like I said, but that big thing with Higginbottom is she's 12 of 12 from the charity stripe. I mean, she's playing her type of basketball, being able to drive underneath, get those fouls called, and allowing her to go to the charity stripe. As the buzzer rings and both teams break their respective huddles. No shot clock from here on out in regulation. Kiki Smith to inbound it right in front of me. She'll get it into, guess who? Izzy Higginbottom. Move it over around the arc. Higginbottom gets it back. We'll see if they hold and try and make this the final shot. Higginbottom had a buzzer beater at the end of the first half. There's a three. Splash with 12.8 seconds to go from the near side wing. Jenna Lawrence. BG went all out for Izzy Higginbottom, and can you blame them? And then she made a fantastic move and got it over to Jenna Lawrence, who gives Arkansas the lead with 12.9 seconds to play, 78-77. Timeout, orange and brown. This timeout is sponsored by Juniper Brewing Company. You can find the latest menu at juniperbrew.com. It's just a quick 30-second one, and oh my goodness, the pressure is on. Now, who do you want with the basketball this possession? If you're Coach Fred Shamil, you'd imagine to be one of the veterans in Amy Velasco, the senior, and the graduate student Erica Porter. I mean, there's a multitude of things you could do with 12.9 seconds to go. Plenty of time. Don't have to force up any shots. Do you want to go underneath with Porter? Do you want to take a jump shot? You can't panic. Paige Kohler will inbound it from right in front of the Falcons bench. Kohler gets into the corner. Jasmine Fern lob it in. Erica Porter spinning around, go to the hoop. Up with it, and the Falcons are in the lead. 8.4 seconds to play. Erica Porter, ladies and gentlemen. 30-second timeout called by Coach Neighbors. And now the pressure's on Arkansas. My goodness. You know this timeout is sponsored by Juniper Brewing Company. You can find the latest menu at juniperbrew.com. This is WBGU 88.1 FM. 79-78. It's almost like I called it with Erica Porter, though. 18 points today, 9 of 16 from the floor. I believe all her baskets have been in that painted area. What a contest this has been. And it's out of the timeout. You know, the Falcons right now have 44 points in the paint to Arkansas 16. A huge differential there. A differential of 28. Pinnanen will inbound it. Get it to Izzy Higginbottom. Tightly guarded by Velasco. 5 seconds on the clock. Passing out. There's a three from the far side wing. No good. It's no good. Laura Gurka gets the rebound, and the BGSU Falcons have defeated the Arkansas Razorbacks, coming back from 14 down to win 79-78. A huge team win to move to 4-4, and the Razorbacks drop to 4-5 in the first ever meeting between these two teams. How fun was that? Falcons win both games here in Daytona Beach. Beating Stetson handily yesterday, and then now beating the SEC opponent Arkansas as they all go and jump on Coach Fred Shamil. Cameras out, everyone taking pictures and clapping on the BGSU side. Oh my goodness. 79-78 the final. The player of the game is going to be decided shortly. My goodness. Wow. We're going to step aside and come right back. We'll have Coach with me shortly, and wow. 79-78. Caden Knapp, WBGU 88.1. Be right back.
Are you a fan of BG Falcon Media and the Falcon Media Sports Network? You can show your support for BGSU student media by donating at the bottom of the page of stories on bgfalconmedia.com.
Hi, my name is Emma Stransky. I'm a winger for BGSU women's soccer. My 4 favorite animals are ferret, because I have 2 and they're the cutest things ever. Falcon, because we're BG. Fox, because Chris Fox, our coach. And then a flamingo, because I think that they're pretty.
Wake up every weekday with WBGU in the Morning Show. The Morning Show is a community resource for weekly events, news, sports, weather, interviews with community officials and organizations, birthday and anniversary announcements, and more. Listen live every weekday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. locally on 88.1 FM or streaming online at bgfalconmedia.com.
BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat here. Make sure to tune into the Zig Zone every Sunday at 4 p.m. on WBGU 88.1 FM, home of the Falcon Media Sports Network.
Don't miss the morning show on WBGU FM every weekday from 6 to 9 a.m. Join the morning show team weekday mornings to hear about local news, local weather report, Glock's Garden Report, Coaches Show with the coaches from BGSU and BGHS, and live newsmaker interviews. Listen live every weekday from 6 to 9 a.m. locally on 88.1 FM or streaming online at bgfalconmedia.com.
BGSU Hockey is back in the Slater Family Ice Arena for the first game against Michigan Tech on Friday, November 29th. Join the voice of Falcon Hockey, Ben Korak, on the call at 6:45 for pregame and 7 p.m. for the puck drop on WBGU 88.1 FM.
I'm Brock Horn. I'm a middle linebacker, 6-year senior, and these are my Falcon 4 people I go to after a game. So first, definitely would be my girlfriend, would be the first person I'd text. The second would be my parents, if they weren't at the game, which they probably were. Third would be my group chat with like my buddies from BG that have come and gone, so like Darren Andrews, Brent Spees, James Miller, all guys who played here. And then my fourth would be my group chat with all the boys back home. So go Falcons.
You can be an essential part of the morning show's continued success on WBGU FM. The Bowling Green Chamber of Commerce offers businesses and organizations an opportunity to be an underwriter. Under the umbrella of the Chamber, you'll receive your mentions each month during either news and sports programming or feature segments. It's an affordable opportunity to be part of something unique in Wood County.
BGSU football can punch their ticket to the MAC Championship with a win in the final game of the season over Miami on Friday, November 29th. Join the Falcon Media Sports Network's Reese Patricus and Sean Connolly on the call at 11:45 for pregame and noon for kickoff. Catch all the action on Falcon Radio.
Hi, I'm Taylor Green, and I'm a defender on the BGSU women's soccer team. And the 4 places that I want to visit are Greece, Italy, France, and Thailand, mainly just to see the different places and try different foods.
The morning show on WBGU FM is brought to you by the Bowling Green Chamber of Commerce. For more information, contact the morning show at bgchamber.net. Send them any program suggestions or information you might have. They are always looking for show ideas and guests. To have your birthday or anniversary announced, email or call the Bowling Green Chamber of Commerce at 419-353-7945.
Hey, BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat here. When I was a Falcon, there was BGRSO. Now it's Falcon Media Sports Network. Keep up with all BGSU sports news and action by following BG_FMSN on Twitter/X and check out BGFalconMedia.com. Hi, Ziggy.
Hi, I'm Sydney Hernandez, and this is my Falcon 4 Essential Carries. For every day, I like to carry my chapstick, just to keep my lips moisturized. I like to have my phone to stay in contact with friends and family. If I'm at school, have to have my laptop for notes and all my assignments. And I also like to keep a little snack with me at all times, just in case I get hungry throughout the day. Go Falcons!
Complement your WBGU radio experience with additional content available online. Subscribe to our social media feeds on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to receive information about special events, promotional activities, and the program schedule. Stay connected with WBGU wherever you go and return to Radio Freedom. 88.1 FM WBGU Bowling Green, Ohio.
Are you a fan of BG Falcon Media and the Falcon Media Sports Network? You can show your support for BGSU student media by donating at the bottom of the page of stories on BGFalconMedia.com.
Hey BG Falcon fans, you're here with Paige Kohler on the women's basketball team. These are my Falcon 4 favorite things about basketball. First off, I love competing. I love being able to win, and I love the winning feeling. Second, I love that it's a team sport. I love being out there with 4 other people on the court. Third, all the traveling that we get to do. I've been to so many new places because of basketball. And lastly, I love making new friends and just playing the sport I love with my best friends.
Welcome back to WBGU 88.1. My name's Caden Knapp, and I am here with Falcons assistant coach John Nicolay, and that was a very crazy game.
Yeah, that was an exciting one. Anybody that made the trip down here, they got their money's worth. There's no doubt about that. Fun one to be in to get a coach.
They sure did. Got both the wins, and I mean, what were your overall just thoughts over this first game today?
Well, I mean, they're a really good shooting team, and we really had to do a good job of stopping number 3 Higginbottom. I mean, she's what makes them go. In the first half, we told the team that we're going to have to give up a little bit of outside shooting to be able to help and try to slow her down on her drives. And they did a great job of recognizing where the open person was on the pitch back, and they were getting clean looks, and they were knocking down those shots. And we told them at halftime, like, hey, as the game gets on, we get back in this thing, get a little bit closer to it, and those wide open looks, they start to miss those and get fatigued in the second half. There's an opportunity for us to get back into this thing, and then that's kind of how it played out. So they did a great job of listening to the game plan and executed at a high level.
Yeah. With the quick turnaround, I know that you guys had film study yesterday, and you brought up kind of like 10 keys to the game, and you kind of touched on the one about defending Higginbottom. How do you think the team did at fulfilling those keys and executing them?
Yeah, I mean, I think they did a great job. I mean, we were talking about we wanted to contain Higginbottom. We wanted to contest all shots. It probably didn't do that as well as we wanted to in the first half. We did a better job of that in the second. thought we were good on the ball screen defense. We really, I felt like in the second half we spread the floor a little bit more and kind of got them on islands and allowed Amy to get downhill a little bit more to free her up and find open people. But a big focus for us was points in the paint, and we definitely cashed in there. 44 points in the paint to their 16. So EP played a heck of a game tonight. They really didn't have an answer for her. She carried us down inside.
Yeah, during practice, I know I see you working with EP, Lauren Gherkin, and Kendall Moxley a lot on getting out of those double teams. What's it like seeing them in this game doing such a good job at that?
Yeah, I mean, that's you want to pull it out of them, and as a staff, I mean, we keep telling them, like, hey, here's what you need to look for. Here's what we're going to do to work on it, and it's pretty rewarding to see it play out in live play, and especially in a big game and in big moments. And I felt like we executed at a pretty high level today.
And then lastly, how do you carry this momentum into Xavier?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to – I mean, we worked hard, got some momentum down here. We want to keep that going. Obviously, we're going to break down film. There's still plenty – even with 2 wins, there's plenty of things that we can clean up and try to – be detail-oriented on and just try to get better each day. I mean, I feel like this has got to be a good shot in the arm for our young kids who played played long minutes with some older kids on the bench injured. So that made it nice. So, yeah, I think we can do a good job of being able to keep momentum.
Well, thank you, John, for sitting down with me or standing up in your case.
Absolutely.
Congrats on the win. You enjoy it.
Thank you.
Up next, we're going to bring on Paige Kohler, our BG Falcon Media Food and Drink Guide, player of the game. Don't go anywhere.
Hockey drops puck in the second game of a 2-game set against the Michigan Tech Huskies on Saturday, November 30th. Join the voice of Falcon Hockey, Ben Korak, at 6:45 for pregame and 7 p.m. for game time on WBGU 88.1 FM.
One final time, welcome back to the Ocean Center. My name is Kaden Knapp, and I'm with Paige Kohler, the BG Falcon Media Food and Drink Guide, player of the game. The BG Falcon Food and Drink Guide provides the latest food and drink specials from local restaurants. You can find it on our homepage, bgfalconmedia.com, or simply go to our top navigation, mouse over life, and click on food and drink. And Paige, how are you feeling?
Awesome. I mean, it was a great game. We were down 12 at the half, but
Sniper! That was Coach Shabeel there.
I think it just shows the determination in this team and what we're really capable of. I mean, we came out in that second half, and I think we just competed, and then obviously the results showed from there.
Could you start by, taking me through that final offensive play? And Coach Shamil, put faith in you to have you inbound the basketball. You guys got it into Porter, and she put it in.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I was a little nervous inbounding the ball, but, I mean, I was confident that they were going to be able to make a play, and, I mean, the play was to get it to EP, and because she's been dominating down low, and she hit that game winner.
Yeah. There was a stretch late in the second quarter where you hit 2 big threes and another big shot that really kind of propelled this team to be able to, make that comeback into the locker room, big momentum. What kind of was going through your mind at that moment?
I've been struggling from the 3-point line, and I knew my team needed me, but they've stayed confident in me through ups and downs, so I knew I had to be there for them. They kept finding me the ball, 1 more passes, and I just had to knock it down.
What do you think changed at halftime?
I think we realized we were in this game. We can compete with them. We were the better team, I think. And we knew that we could compete with them. So I think our mentality switched. We weren't making the shots we usually make in the first half. They were making some. And if we stuck to our game plan, we knew we could get it done.
How great is it for the team just in general to be able to say, hey, we got to come down to Daytona Beach, we got to bond, and we won both these games?
I mean, it's just been a cool experience. I mean, basketball has taken me so many places. I'm sure the rest of my teammates too. It's not just the basketball aspect, but getting to do everything else. But then to be able to come here, I mean, we had fun, but it's also a business trip. We were able to go home with 2 wins and one against a Power 5 SEC team.
Yep. How's that feel to say we beat a Power 4 SEC team in Arkansas?
I mean, it's really exciting. You get those there's very few opportunities where you get to play those types of teams. We just played a Big 10 and a Big 12 team, and we fell short in those opportunities. But then to just be able to come out here today, and we took advantage of it.
Final question I'll ask you: how do you carry this momentum into the future weeks, especially with Xavier up next?
I mean, we still have a tough schedule going forward, but I think, again, like I said earlier, like it shows what we're capable of. And if we play like that, I mean, there's nobody we can't beat, I don't think.
All right, well, thank you for sitting down with me, Paige.
Thank you.
And congrats on the big win.
Thank you.
Plane flight home tonight's going to be fun.
Yep, thank you.
That was Paige Kohler, the BG Falcon Media Food and Drink Guide Player of the Game. My name is Caden Knapp. This has been a presentation of BGSU women's basketball on WBGU 88.1 FM. I got a bus to catch, and then we're flying home to Ohio tonight. 79-78, the final score. The Falcons get the win and raise to 4-4. Arkansas drops to 4-5. Once again, I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to our board operator Austin Ruse, back at the Kool-Aid Center, did a fantastic job today, clicking all the buttons and making sure we all sound good. And then our sports director, Lucas Kleinmeyer, and Tyler Kavalitz, thank you all to them. Make sure to check out Lucas's recap of this game against Arkansas. That'll be out later tonight or early tomorrow. Once again, thank you all so much at home for tuning in. One final time for the Ocean Center here in Daytona Beach. My name is Caden Knapp. 79-78 the final in favor of Bowling Green. Stay safe, everyone.
This broadcast has been a Falcon Media Sports Network production. For more BGSU sports news and updates, follow Falcon Media Sports Network on Twitter X at BG_FMSN, BG Falcon Media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and head over to BGFalconMedia.com.
Hey, BGSU graduate Jason Jackson from the Miami Heat here. When I was a Falcon, there was BGRSO. Now it's Falcon Media Sports Network. Keep up with all BGSU sports news and action by following BG_FMSN on Twitter/X and check out BGFalconMedia.com. Hi, Ziggy.